The best thing is to go straight to the heart of the issue. The heart of the issue is not, are you the smartest? Are you the strongest? Are you the prettiest? The heart of the issue is, did you create this world? Did you ask to be born? Is this your idea? Like, very simple example. You need to eat 3 times a day, 5. You need to eat. Is that your idea? Did you come up with that idea? Did you say, if I get born, I want to have to eat. I want to need sleep. I want to need love. You didn't ask for any of this. This is not your plan. This is not your creation. This is not your world. I think we can all agree on that. Mm-hmm. I did not ask to be born because I don't need to be born. So my existence is not for me. I don't need it. In fact, if God had asked me if I want to be born, I would probably say no. What do I need it for? Now that I am born, did I ask God to be dependent on food? Or on sleep? Or on other people? Did I ask God to give me an ego? No. So it's not my idea. So I have to be a little detached, right? I have to be a little objective about me. I didn't create the world. My life is not mine because I don't need it. I didn't ask for it. My body is not mine. I didn't ask for it. All the weaknesses and the dependencies and the handicaps of my body, I didn't ask for any of this. So the obvious question is, whose plan am I living? Not my plan. Whose need am I fulfilling? It's not my need. That is the ultimate humility. And it's so true, and it's so obvious, and so simple. How can I be important when my whole existence isn't about me? Because I didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask to be born because I don't need to be born. So if I don't need to be born, what am I getting so sanctimonious about my rights and my life and my feelings and my needs? The whole thing is not necessary. So what are you getting so religious about? Oh, you can't talk to me like that. You can't take my... Don't get so excited. It's all about the Creator. It's not about me. So psychologically, that is very healthy. I don't have needs. A creator who needs me created me. So my only question is, what does the Creator need? Because I could do without all of this. And I'm not suicidal. I don't hate life. I just don't need it. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to get religious about me. That's why it is such a blessing that God tells us what he needs. That's the Torah. The Torah is not what I need. It's what he needs. Now, Christianity came along and said, no, the Torah is telling you what you need. And you need way too many mitzvahs to get to heaven. So we need Christianity to get you in for free. Mm-hmm. I don't need to get in for free. I don't need to go there. I don't need heaven. I don't need earth. I don't need. So what is the Torah all about? Not my need. It's what I'm needed for. So every mitzvah, Like you mentioned, keeping kosher, keeping Shabbos, putting on tefillin, getting married. It's all because he needs it. It's his mitzvah that he gives us. So he's saying, I need Shabbos, will you do it for me? I need kosher, will you do it for me? I need marriage and children and holiness, will you be the one to do it for me? So we are here to serve, not to be served. God is not our personal valet. So we don't ask him for what we need. We ask him for what he needs. That is a happy way to live, because the pressure is off of me. If I didn't serve him yesterday, I can do it today. Mm. So too bad for yesterday, but I can start now. If I think about my needs, it's depressing. So serve God with joy is real. If you're serving him instead of worrying about yourself, you are joyful. It's a much happier way to live because it's true. Right. So how do you get past your ego?
Yeah.
Just recognize that you didn't create yourself. I rest my case.
That begs the question about us serving God's needs, whether it be to get married or keep kosher or keep the Shabbos. Then why doesn't God make it easier for us and give us our soulmates and give us money so we can maintain kashrut and give us a good place to live so we can keep the Shabbos, etc.? Why doesn't he give us those stuff so we can serve his needs?
That's a very good question. Actually, it's not a question, it's a demand. We are ready to serve God. Why doesn't he make it a little easier?
Right.
It's a very good argument, not a question.
Okay.
It's like, if you hire me to work for your company, shouldn't you give me an office to work in? With a desk? Mm-hmm. What, do I have to bring my own desk to work for you? So when we ask God to give us health and wisdom and success, we're only asking to give us the tools to serve him. It's a reasonable request. So when God says, if you keep my mitzvahs, then you will live in peace and the rain will come in time, that's not reward. That's just good working conditions. So God says, if you're devoted to what I need, then I'll make sure that you have what you need so that you're not distracted. So peace is not a reward. It's a condition that makes us able to serve him properly. Mm-hmm. Wealth is not a reward. It just enables us to do the mitzvahs properly because we're not worried, we're not depressed, we're not behind on our bills, so we can serve him properly. So we're not asking for a reward. We're just asking, like you say, can you make it a little easier to work for you?
Of course. So what can we do to get him to give us those blessings that we need to serve him better?
Be more devoted to serving him. Because the more devoted you are to serving him, the more he takes care of your needs. That's the deal. You serve me, I'll get all the obstacles out of the way.
You mean to do what we can under the restrictions that we have, given our current conditions?
Absolutely.
Even if we're single and unmarried and not rich and not in the Jewish community?
Yes. Yeah. So in some mysterious way, God does give us everything we need to be able to serve him today. I'd like to serve him with giving more tzedakah, so I need more money. I would like to serve him as a married man with children, but I haven't found my wife yet. Mm-hmm. So right now, what does God want from me? Now, when I have no money and no family, how do I serve him now? I have what it takes to serve him now, always. I would like to serve him better, so he'll give me the conditions that enable me to serve him better. But if I don't start today, then I'm not sincere.
Mm-hmm. Of course. So you published a recent book for children. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I think that children are maturing much faster these days.
Uh-huh.
They're much smarter because they're exposed to so much information. And they're asking all the right questions. But the children's books are very childish. And they talk only about what a child needs and what a child enjoys and how happy the child is. And I think it's time that children should be told about God's needs. Why should a child spend all their childhood and into their adulthood thinking that it's all about me? And then after their parents and after they've got problems and after they've been through the mill, now you find out it's not about you, it's about God. Why wait? Why shouldn't every child know? They're old enough to say, I didn't ask to be born. Why shouldn't they know why they were born? So it's time that the children's books were a little more offered a little more wisdom and had more content than simply, it's so cute, it's so nice, I'm wonderful. Don't talk down to children.
So if someone's undecided whether they should buy your book for their children, what would you tell them to convince them to buy it?
It's a good book. It's called Who Needs You? Who Needs You? Which, immediately tells you that it's not about you. Somebody needs you, which is really psychologically much more important than who loves you. Love doesn't make life meaningful. Makes it pleasant, not meaningful. But if somebody needs you, then life is meaningful. The people who survived the concentration camps are people who had meaning in their life, not love. Love doesn't work when the chips are down. Meaning, that's what we really need. And it's the only thing we need. Everything else is commentary.
So if the general remedy is for the Breslevs, what would be what would we recite for the Chabad movement? Like
look around and see who needs you.
No, but is there a prayer or is there something from Tehillim or Proverbs or something that we say that's comparable to the general remedy?
No.
No?
The solution is not in words. The solution is in action.
What action? Look around and see who needs us?
Yes. Shalom Aleichem. How are you? You know, I do a lot of talking, a lot of Zooming, many classes, many subjects, but that's all formal stuff. Hopefully good stuff, but formal. We also have a Wednesday night meeting that's more informal and kind of Hamish. If you want to join us for that kind of an event, interactive, time for questions and so on. If you want to join us for this side of conversation, Click on the link below and join us every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. Well, maybe not every Wednesday night, but we try to make it every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock, a more informal chat, which can be more enjoyable at times than the formal stuff. So check it out. Click on the link and join us. Try it. You'll like it.